people that talked about this and what was coming back in the 1990s. In fact, there was a book written in 1992 that talked about the entirety of this plan being rolled out by our day, and particularly bringing in foreign entities, weapons of mass migration, so to speak, and what effect that would have on the native population, combined with the toxic culture, combined with all the other elements that were part of the Tavistock New World Order, you could say, Club of Rome plan. In fact, one member of the Club of Rome went and talked to people in the White House back in the 1970s, and they were talking about different projects and entities that they could use to bring about these plans. You've heard me talk before about the discussions with Kissinger during that time period, when Kissinger really adopted the eugenics Malthusian worldview, not just for the third world like most people think, but actually for the entire Western world. And so part of this plan, it's known as the 2025 report or the 2020 report. You can find different versions of it, but in the very prophetic book written by former British intelligence operative Dr. John Coleman, he lists a series of things that they would plan. This is back in the 70s, that they would try to roll out within the next several decades. And I'm going to read some of the elements of this, and we're going to see what we think in terms of how much of this has come to pass. And you're going to notice that the open borders agenda is also a huge part of this plan, and it was discussed decades ago as a way to weaken the existing population, to drive down wages, but more than all that, to really socially engineer and create a new culture in the West. The first element that was listed in this discussion from the New World Order was the creation, first and foremost, of a one world order. This one world order needed, first of all, a unified religion, a kind of New World Order church, so to speak, as well as a one world government that would be set up sometime around perhaps the 1920s and 30s, at least modeled on what was set up in the 20s and 30s with the League of Nations and then the later United Nations. That would have to be probably replaced down the road, or it would have to be given some kind of new authority and power rather than just being some sort of cultural debate forum. This religion would need to be based on a mix of the other religions, probably something like a blended Christianity or Islam or something New Age, Chrislam or something New Age. And we already see, by the way, of course, the Vatican pushing the idea of the monotheistic faith center, where all of the religions